the Bone Temple. I think it's just called the Bone. No, the full term is 28 years later, the Bone Temple. Buddy, did you like it? What would you give it?
This one, I wasn't expecting much. So maybe I got propped up a little bit. And I also saw it with the wife, which I think for this type of movie made it more enjoyable because there wasn't that many people in our movie, but like we're both laughing at a lot of things and no one else really was. And I'm glad I had someone else there to like, this is kind of weird, right? I'm not crazy.
I am not
this
crazy.
is funny, right? You know, and
you said those words and the person next to like, shh,
shut up.
Are you watching this show, guy? Listen.
I gave that a 7.5.
Oh, nice.
How about you, Steve?
Very good. I think I like the first one better. I don't know. I understand why people would like this one, but I have some problems with it, and it's just a personal basis here thing. So I said 6.5 or 7.
What'd you give it the first one, if you were to think
I think
right
the first
now?
one was in my top 5, so I think I gave it like an 8.
You had it as your like number 2 movie of the year.
I think it was 3 or 4, maybe. I really like the first one. I think I just resonated more with that one.
Yeah.
I feel like that one had some more heart to it, and I like the characters a bit better. But we can get into it. I feel like
I'm with you. I think this one's not as good as the first one.
Yeah, I think it's still a good movie. Like
this one, I could see being in my top 10 at the end of the year. I would be surprised if it's in my top 3.
I don't think it'll be in my top 10. But I think if you like the first one, I think you'll like this one. A lot of people are saying this one's better.
Rating wise, it's got better.
Yeah, which is surprising.
94 critic, 89 audience. The last one, 89 critic, 63 audience. So I think we were the minority that really liked the last one because a lot of people hated it. I guess this one, everyone loves it, and now you're not loving it.
Yeah, I think we can go into spoilers. You want to jump into it?
Yeah, let's spoil.
So cons. My biggest con, buddy. I'm not a fan of gore or like violence. This one was gratuitous for no reason. There was no reason.
I was kind of into it.
I bet you were, you little creep.
Normally, I'm not for, but I love the alpha just ripping the guy's face off just to show how alpha. You needed to see the alpha in the man. No, you got to see the beast tamed. It added to the story. That I think was important.
Far and away,
I get that. I close my eyes during that part because I just don't like seeing stuff like that. But the Jimmies, I didn't like. You know, I get, the whole message is people are just as crazy as the monsters, post-apocalyptic. Sorry, gosh, I had a stroke.
Yeah.
Post-apocalyptic. And I didn't like that. You know, it made me feel a certain way where I was like, this doesn't seem necessary to show. And I couldn't really get past it. You know, when they're in the barn, I was just like, pretty squeamish. And it felt too removed for me.
Yeah.
Because the first one, I'm like, this is Spike's story. And then this one, it's like, where's Spike? It seemed like he was a tertiary character. It's a zombie movie. We don't see that many zombies.
Oh, not too much. The Power Rangers we talked about, I was like, I didn't really care for whatever that, triple gainers at the end of the last one. And then this one.
Hardcore parkour.
I didn't hate it as much as I thought it was, like at least their storyline. It was better than I thought it would be, but I still didn't really like it. It's fine, but I feel like you could do something better.
Like, it's fine. It didn't really fit to me because it seems like an anthology series. Because the first two, it's more like focused on the virus. Even the second, or like 28 years, it's like still the virus and the zombies. We're like in that world, and like the backdrop is of the relationship between the mom and the dad. So it's all together with the main product. But this one, it's like removed. Like it's more focused on the Jimmies and the Dr. Kelso, which is great. But
it's definitely seemed like a different director and a different genre, I guess. Because what I really liked about the first one was that it like felt intense. Like there's a scene where Alpha's running after them, where I'm like, it's rare for me to get on the edge of my seat in a movie, Steve. And I was on the edge of my seat. And then there's Samson almost kills Ralph Fiennes and he's grabbing him there. Remember, like there's a couple of those scenes where you're like actually intense in tension. And this one, there's really no tension. Yeah, the people in the barn or whatever are dying. But it's like they're just random people, so you're not really that worried about them, I guess, to me. Like, yeah, I feel bad for them. But
you're not attached.
But as far as like, because Spike was never really
He's never in danger.
Ralph Fiennes, he gets stabbed, I guess, but it wasn't like they didn't really build up tension to that. It was just like stabbed, and you're like, oh, that's like, I'm sad. I wish he didn't die, but it's like no tension there. Like the closest you got was like when Samson first runs towards him. But then even that, you're like,
that's more
this
intriguing.
is like 15 minutes in the movie. Obviously, he's not going to kill him right here. There was no tension. They just replaced it with like more goofy stuff and like silly, which I liked those. So like, I'm not mad at that, but you could still add the tension.
Yeah, the amount of dong, zombie or otherwise.
Oh yeah, Ralph Fiennes. I turned to
surprise.
Or I guess my wife turned to me. She was like, "I was not expecting to see Voldemort's dick." And I said,
that off my bingo list.
If this is wrong, I don't want to be right.
Now, I was a bit disappointed. I'm glad Samson put on the little toga, covered up a bit. I just felt that the amount of dong was a bit unnecessary, too.
It seemed like, because the last time we were like, that was a bit much.
It's funny.
But this time it was like, it seemed like they were trying to get it more on there. Because even the last one, I felt like you'd see it, but I wasn't like drawn to it. I guess I wouldn't say I'm drawn to it. It wasn't like in your face as much as this. I feel like versus this one, I'm like, so my goodness, wow,
yeah,
all right,
yeah, it's not as fun.
Yeah, I didn't love the ending for this. It's not like a terrible ending per se, but
what's the continuation of the story, really? If we can try to predict what happens in the next one, because spoiler alert, at the end, you see a cameo, our old boy Killian, he's back. And so I think they're setting up that Spike maybe takes Killian back to Kelso's, apartment, and they figure out the combination of, read his notes and whatever. I'm like, is that where this is going? Which is fine, but I'm like, couldn't we have done that in this one?
Yeah.
Did you have to have the jimmies? That's just speculation. I don't even know where it's going. Yeah. It would have been cool to see Voldemort meet Killian.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would have been better. I agree.
I felt kind of cheap changed at the very end.
Pros?
I really liked Ian and Samson. That dynamic was fun and funny.
Yeah. I thought they were, for a second, I thought they were going to be lovers. Thought they were going to go Boneback Mountain on each other.
No, yeah, that was good. That was the most interesting part. I was like, can we just stay on this?
That's what I all that had cut to the jimmies. I'm like, I want Samson. I love Samson.
Yeah. He was great. I don't know the actor's name, but he did really good.
I know.
And it's so much more compelling to see him do experiments. And like when he said moon, it was like, oh, moon. I gasped. I audibly.
I know.
I was like, oh. And
I don't have my ticket.
Yeah. I'm like, stay here, please, because this is so much more interesting.
I mean, some of the laughing parts are like them dancing together, but I liked it. It was fun. I mean, the best scene when Voldemort pretends to be Satan and he's doing the like.
You gotta give him props,
Iron
man.
Maiden, and
he put on a show.
It was fun.
He not only met the assignment, he did extra credit for it. That's for sure.
That was great.
That scene where Jimmy meets Ian was very good.
Yeah.
I think that was one of my favorite scenes. Them just talking. I was like,
this is Nick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Two great actors. They are great. Jack O'Connell, he's great. Like a very, very commanding presence. Whenever he's on screen, you hang on every word because I'm like, this is a character. He's very fun to watch, even though I didn't really like everything he did. When they're talking, because there's a really interesting dynamic because there's a weird kind of tension because he's like, you need to act like the devil or else we're going to feature your intestines. I'm like, that's fun. That's a weird dynamic, and they're playing along. They're playing theater against these other kids, and then when the pin drops and Ralph Fiennes sees that it's Spike, and I'm like, oh, okay, it was good, and then it just kind of went. Everyone killed each other, and I'm like, I don't actually care about these jimmies.
Yeah, and that song. I mean, you can't beat that song, man.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah, I think I would have just liked to see more Killian. If you're gonna bring him back, bring him back. If you haven't already seen it and you like 28 Years, I think you'll like this one.
Apparently, you'll like it more, according to the audience here. My wife liked it more than the last one. She didn't love it, but I think she gave it like a 7.
Also, where's Aaron Taylor and his Johnson?
I know.
We're talking Johnsons. Where's Aaron?
That's true. That's what we're missing.
That's what we missed in the first one and this one.
Yeah. You Aaron in my Johnson here?
Goodness gracious. Thanks for watching these highlights of our episode of the Stale Popcorn Podcast. If you want to listen to the full episode, check out the links in the description. Please like, share, and subscribe. And if you do that with your favorite YouTuber, I'm sure they would appreciate it too. Thanks, and have a great day.